As you can see, I am sitting in the sweat box, my box blind, at my first property, which is my property that I hunt at. This is where I predominantly hunt deer, pigs for the most part. But it's opening day in Texas, and it's a hot one. It's probably every bit of 95 degrees in this box blind, which is typical. So usually when I do these videos, I typically tend to do more of a voiceover and kind of explain what's going on as the hunt progresses. So these videos are usually, like I said, more of a voiceover, more footage of the animal versus me doing like a vlog style video. So I'm probably going to go ahead and stick with that again. It went over really well last year, but this video initially is going to be and start with the vlog. Just kind of want to walk you through some of the equipment I'm using, what I'm shooting, and why. So if y'all watched any of the videos from last season, I shoot a crossbow. Reason being is because I'm able to use my ATN 4K Pro. In Texas, you can hunt with these as long as you do not have an IR illuminator mounted to your weapon. So basically, as long as I don't have it mounted on here, and I'm hunting in the middle of the day, so we're good there. But I use a crossbow. This is kind of really my choice because my feeder sitting here, it's about 40 yards. And without having to really disturb the area too much, this seems to be the best choice. So another must-have, have to have a thermocell, gotta have your rangefinder. Both of those are a must, especially in early October. This thermocell is actually the newer one. It's electric, doesn't run on butane, doesn't put off any type of smell. Actually really good investment. I think it was like 35, 40 bucks. And then it has a 40-hour cartridge, so you're not constantly having to buy all those refills all the time. So definitely a must-have. As far as the rest of my setup, that's just my DSLR. I use it to film out here a lot of the time because I can get really good footage and a really crisp image with it. And it gives some better footage sometimes rather than just using the scope. I'm shooting a fixed broadhead. Not using any kind of lighted nocks or anything this year. For some reason when I was sighting everything in, those lighted nocks were just throwing this bolt way off, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to get new bolts and stuff like that this year, so I'm just going to lay off, go ahead and use what I have, and we'll just go from there. So nothing spectacular, not anything just way out of the ordinary, nothing special. You know, I throw corn just like everybody else does. In Texas, we are able to legally bait, and it is the best way to attract deer to a particular area. So if you're one of the guys that sits in a tree stand and you can hunt over a game trail, more power to you. I wish I could. The property I'm on, the property total is 16 acres. I literally have like 4 acres, and I make the best of what I got. And the setup I have has worked out great. So it's getting really close to time for the feeder to go off, so that means no more vlog. At this point, it will be a voiceover going forward. It's time to start quieting down, like I said. Shortly after the feeder went off, I saw some movement in the woods. Sure enough, it was the fawn that I've been watching on camera for the last few weeks. So I knew that with the fawn being here, Mom's not going to be too far behind. My suspicion was correct. The doe wasn't far behind her fawn. She came in, so especially here, I wanted to make sure that I was just absolutely still and quiet. You see how alert the fawn has been. mom's going to be twice as much so. So I was sure to try to not make any sound whatsoever. And shortly after, this guy decides to start waltzing on out as well too. Now with the buck, doe, and fawn all three at the feeder, I chose to sit, watch, and I wanted to see how the three interacted together. I've been watching them over the last few weeks on my camera, and it looks as if they're traveling together. Now typically that's a little odd, especially for this time of year. Right around mid to late October is when we can start seeing signs of rut here in East Texas, and this is usually right around the time when does are getting ready to kick their fawns out and let them out on their own. So it's definitely interesting to see. As you've seen, the hunt didn't really have much else going on other than a few squirrels, the crows that you see now, and it just got to where it was slow, silent, and everything stopped moving. With this hunt being in the bag, I went ahead and made a few adjustments to make sure that the next few weeks are going to go smooth up until it's time to roll back and the time change takes place. Right around then is when the rut activity is going to pick up. So we'll still have a lot to look forward to this season. It's still early. It was only just opening day. It was great to be able to sit out and actually see the deer that I've been watching on camera for the last few months. But anyways, that's all I've got for you this week, guys. If you would, be sure to like, comment, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so already. It helps out a lot more than what you realize. But like I said, that's all I've got for you this week, and I'll catch you on the next episode.